During the 8th century, there is the French Revolution, that is, innovation of steam power in 1784. After 100 years, there was a second scientific revolution, that is, the innovation of electricity. So electricity gives a life for science. After another 100 years, in 1969, there was a third revolution, that is information technology or IT, that's in 1969. After 50 years from the third revolution, a fourth revolution comes, that is artificial intelligence. My name is Ted, I'm instructor at university. Today I'm gonna tell you about the impact of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is simulation of human intelligence by machine or computer. Okay, so AI is definitely the future of the world. Artificial intelligence is a simulation of human intelligence to solve problems, to act rationally, to act like humans. Okay, today I'm going to present a seminar on the title of Impact of AI and Application of Machine Learning in Civil Engineering. So this one is the content of the presentation, that is an introduction on the AI, application in different streams of interest, civil engineering, structural engineering, geotechnical, construction management, transportation and environmental engineering, and finally artificial engineering versus human intelligence and the conclusion. As introduction, intelligence can be classified into natural or artificial. In the natural, there is what? Plants intelligence. What makes plants intelligent? Let me show you one video. Look, this one is not teach me. A plant which is so sensitive. So plants can memorize in the long time memory. And the other is animal and birds intelligence. Birds are intelligent. Let me show you a very short video here also.
Seems unlikely. But in fact, experiments have shown that New Caledonian crows, once they're trained to pick up and drop stones, which is not something they do a lot in the wild, can figure out this problem pretty quickly. They use the stones to raise the water level to get a piece of floating food. Bird is throwing a stone to increase the water level. The other natural intelligence is human intelligence. Human beings are the most intelligent creatures that we know of. So, unlike the natural intelligence displayed by humans and animals, which involves emotionality and consciousness, artificial intelligence is intelligence demonstrated by machine. Artificial intelligence demonstrated by robots and computers. So artificial intelligence is the simulation of intelligence processed by machines, especially computers. So AI programs with the ability to learn and reason like humans. So look at this one is the natural intelligence combined with that of artificial intelligence. When it comes to the technique, AI is a technique. It uses the algorithm. So the algorithm enables machines to mimic the intelligence of humans. Humans can think, learn, understand, solve problems, and make decisions, right? Likewise, using the algorithms, machines can learn, understand, solve problems. Okay, so inside AI there is machine learning. Machine learning uses a statistical method that enables automatically learn and improve from experience. That's machine learning. So when it comes to deep learning is a subset of machine learning in which the artificial natural neuron adapt and learn from vast amount of data. So deep learning is a subset of machine learning. What does it mean, neural network? Neural network is a model of reason based on the human brain. Our brain consists of a densely interconnected nervous cells. Okay, so this nervous cells, we call them neurons. It consists nearly 10 billion neurons. So my brain consists nearly 10 billion neurons, and
their connection is around 60 trillion. When it comes to the neural network, that is the artificial neural network, algorithms learn important features in a data by themselves. So able to adapt themselves to repetitive triangle to uncover the hidden pattern. Okay, so the artificial intelligence is a science that is technology to create a magic. Okay, so if artificial intelligence is a science that is technology to create magic, what is the magic? The magic is here. This one is when our profession is connected with the machine learning. There is an intersection area. That's where the magic happens. The connection between artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning is as shown on the graph. When it comes to application, especially in application of AI in structural engineering, the first thing is analyze and design. So the artificial neural network is used to select the most suitable structural system for high-rise buildings subject to wind and seismic load. So the other important thing is damage detection. As we know, collapse of structures is sudden and very destructive, right? So the first thing is damage detecting. If there is any damage, that is damage detection. Detecting the damage. Detecting if the structure is damaged or not using the visual or sensor data. And the second step is damage localization. Where it is, where is the damage? Locating the damage in a structure. And after that, quantifying the damage quantification. So the amount of damage detection, because quantifying the amount of damage enables us either to retrofit, to evacuate, or to rebuild, or to reconstruct. Let me show you one damage detection along suspension bridge using the stress influence. This one is along suspension bridge. So damage is detecting, look at the stress in the red light, so which is localized, and after that it is measured greater than 20% and quantified, so we can take a measure. So they are also structural diagnosed and damaged based on the time and frequency. This one is cable stayed bridge. They are embedded sensors which measure the wind speed and direction, displacement gauge, accelerometer, strain gauge. That's all things measure and control if there is a damage. And when we build up these things, we come up to the real-time structural health monitoring system. The real-time structural health monitoring system can give a warning for required repair or evacuation. And there are embedded sensors which used to monitor the stress and the damage. This reduces the maintenance cost and increase the lifespan. The embedded sensor is used over 50 bridges worldwide right now. Look at the picture, which is one of the skyscraper building in our planet. From the numerous loading conditions that structure experience as a result of environment, wind load and earthquakes are categorized under the lateral load. Okay, so wind and wind loads are different. Wind is air in motion. But when it comes to wind load, when the air is moving and striking the skyscraper buildings, the kinetic energy or the motion changes the potential energy and creates a wind load. So even if the structures are designed on the weight resistance lateral loads, a wind load is affect the structure. So sensors are required. The other load is earthquake load. Earthquake is creating at the point of epicenter. Epicenter, we call it epicenter. Earthquake can be created within different ways. It may be created because of collapse of caves, because of landslides. It may be created because of the internal geographical movement. Volcano may cause earthquake. So once the earthquake is created at the epicenter, it propagates in the form of seismic wave in the earth. It's just like throwing a stone in water and creates a wave. When the seismic wave is propagated in the form of wave in the earth, the base of the building is subject to this dynamic load. Collapse of the building, it becomes very destructive. So we need to provide sensors in every floor or in every floor that tells us before the damage happens. So the other important thing is artificial neural network used to predict the strengths and property of high performance concrete and high strength steel. So when it came to the application of AI, the most important software we have the building information model or BIM. So BIM is an intelligent 3D model based process that provides architects, engineers, contractors, professionals information and tools to efficiently plan, design, construct, and manage building and infrastructure. So the construction process has become far more streamlined and efficient, saving money and time, as well as improving the coordination across the team. So the effect of the BIM goes much further than 3D modeling and building. BIM system contribute to every stage of everything in the construction process. So the construction process has become far more streamlined and efficient, saving money and time. Let me show you one short video.
These days, a growing number of architects, engineers, and contractors are using BIM. And here's why. Global trends are making AEC projects more complex, while advances in technology are helping industry professionals work more efficiently and effectively. This is where BIM comes in. BIM is an intelligent model-based process that connects AEC professionals so they can more efficiently design, build, and operate buildings and infrastructure through BIM, or Building Information Modeling. With BIM, designers create digital 3D models that include data associated with physical and functional characteristics. The power of BIM is how it allows architects, engineers, and contractors to collaborate on coordinated models, giving everyone better insight into how their work fits into the overall project, ultimately helping them to work more efficiently. The data in a model defines the design elements and establishes behavior and relationships between model components. So when an element in a model is changed, every view is updated, with the new change appearing in section, elevation, and sheet views. You can use the information in the model to improve your design before it's built. Gain faster buy-in and approvals with realistic visualizations. Convey design intent to the field. And, most importantly, retain model intelligence from concept to construction. BIM provides insight into a design's constructability, improving the efficiency and effectiveness of the construction phase, and also providing a better understanding of the building's future operations and maintenance. Owners can use BIM for predictive maintenance, asset tracking, and facilities management, and for future renovation or deconstruction projects. When you work with BIM, you'll experience reduced project risk, improved timelines and cost savings, and better project outcomes. And the power of BIM is growing with cloud-connected technologies that let project teams design and work together in all new ways. Driven by global trends, the AEC industry is in a time of transformation. Businesses that want to win more work, deliver projects more efficiently, and design better buildings need a powerful solution. And that solution is BIM.
BIM software can use machine learning to learn from the data and detect patterns from this, make independent decision on how to automate and improve the model building process. So the company that produces BIM is Autodesk. So BIM software company that's Autodesk have already begun to use AI. So we will see much more AI assisted BIMs in the future. What role does AI play in the BIM? The first thing is 3D information modeling. which is formed from both graphical and non-graphical data shared in a digital space called a common data environment. We can call it CDE, and it should be updated properly. And the other is for DB, is when scheduling data is added to each component of the project. So this produces an accurate program and ability to visualize the build schedules of the project. The other is 5G BIM, when cost data is added to the program interlinked with schedule. The other is BIM software yields so much information that human experts struggle to get the most of it. So using AI or using machine learning, using the information makes the process a lot more efficient. The other stream of civil engineering is geotechnical. Application of AI in geotechnical is it can determine the building capacity and settlement of pile and shallow foundation. The other is stability of soil and rock slope, pull-out capacity of the groundwater, and pile capacity, especially the artificial neural network is applied to breed the friction capacity of piles. The most important thing is soil moisture estimation. Look at the picture. So through remotely sensed data or even satellite image can be done with increased accuracy using machine learning. So soil moisture estimation is a key driver for many processes like for the global cycle of water, energy, and carbon. And it's also very important for agricultural runoff and drought development. This one is a soil moisture map done by Central Alpine Observatory. The other important thing in soil classification using machine learning is classifying the soil. Classifying the soil class and type is problems that can tackle with the machine learning using both visual and sensor data. Look at the picture. So the other is application of AI is construction management. The construction management, the first thing is predicting the change of rate of material. Construction activity monitoring system, especially on the current case, operators use tablets to fly drones over the construction site. If our construction site is very large, drones have become essential for monitoring site progress and also generate accurate contour maps. So drones can save thousands of dollars project in big saving on survey and catching errors. Drones in construction sites. Drones are in the sky can save time and money on the construction site. Let me show you just some photos. These are drones flying on the construction sites. This one is drone operators, which are controlling the machine, the labor's distribution. This one is a drone operator. Especially in United Kingdom, the amount of drones using the construction site is dramatically increasing. Construction sites powered by AI. What are the benefits? The benefits are AI as a tool for safety and risk management, controlling costs during the project, automating building planning and scheduling process, automating machine functionality, assessing the construction site, and knowledge transfer and work continuation. For example, if a senior engineer is leaving the site, if you have a junior engineers, it's very difficult to transfer all the knowledge of the senior engineers. So AI can help on this case. The other is site safety and monitor. Construction workers are killed on the job 5 times more often than other labor. Image recognition and classification can access the video data collected on the work site to identify unsafe work behaviors. Let me show you personal protection equipment detection. Look, these 3 guys. They wear the safety shoes, everything, the safety materials. So look this one. Without hard hat, the AI can identify careless workers which didn't wear hard hats. So when it comes to the other point, project schedule optimization. Project schedule optimization can consider millions of alternatives for the project and automate workflows and provide massive amount of data, help jobs get faster, safer, and cheaper. So the real-time decision making will be the key to that in the future, and the AI can make that happen. AI speed up the planning process, reduce the project schedule, and resource scheduling delay. The other most important thing is concrete mix design using machine learning, especially in this case, designing the concrete mix by predicting the slab and compressive strengths using the machine learning. We can use a linear regression to determine the compressive strengths and the slab using machine learning without doing any experiment. And the other is material recognition and design. Recognize the material required for project and designing using the machine learning, which is very important. A comparison studying on the prediction model for strength property. Look at this. There is the inputs. The inputs are cement, fine aggregate, superply, water cement ratio, and others. So once we give this inputs after the regression using the machine learning, it gives the workability of the concrete, the compressive strength, split or the tension strength, regular strength without making any lab. This one is a deep learning. We give a lot of data. We can get what? One upgraded data. So artificial neural networks have what becomes more. When it comes to application of transportation engineering, application of AI in transportation engineering, smart driving system. System should accommodate automatic driving vehicles. That AI introduces smart driving system and forecast future traffic volumes, speeds or travels. So using AI, traffic signals, timing, optimization and phase control can be done. So safe separation of vehicle and stopping distance can also be done using AI. So the other important thing is highway capacity analysis and level of service determination. So this can be also done using the machine learning. So AI introduces smart transportation system. It can also identify the pavement maintenance, whether the pavement is required to maintain or not, and integrate smart traffic control system. Look at this picture, and every vehicles are identified, whether they are ambulance, whether they are vits or bus, whatever. So if the ambulance needs priority, so it gives a space. So every vehicle, every movement is under the control of the camera. So data is gathered and traffic live control is available. CCTV camera is there. So we can detect if there is accident also. When it comes to this point, function of AI in transporting that are currently beginning to commercialize or under research trials are the following. First thing is nonlinear prediction, which is, for example, traffic demand modeling and construction and weathering. The other is control function, signal control of traffic at road intersection and dynamic route guidance. The other is pattern recognition, which is very important, automatic incident detection, and then identify crack in pavement or bridges. Especially the automatic incident detection is once the incident is happened, it automatically report and detect by the AI and identify the crack in pavement or a bridge. If there is a crack or a failure in the pavement or bridge, it can identify or detect by the AI. The other is decision making, deciding whether to build a new road, how much money should be allocated to maintenance, which road segment or bridge to maintain. The other is optimization, designing an optimal transit network for a given community, developing an optimal work plan for maintenance and rehabilitation of pavement, developing an optimal timing plan for a group of traffic signals. These are the function of AI in transportation that are currently being commercialized or under research trial. So the other is application of AI in environmental engineering. The real-time problem like pollution can be monitored by real-time air quality monitoring system. Monitoring the whole environment predicts the maintenance in water and sewage treatment plants. Rainfall forecasting and one of prediction, drought analysis and model drainage pattern can be done by machine learning. So machine learning for protecting oceans or monitoring ships, oceans mining, fishing, and outbreak of marine disease can be controlled by machine learning. So the application of AI is increasing in agriculture for detection of crop disease and optimizing agricultural inputs. The other is advantage and disadvantage of AI. When it comes to advantage, it reduces the risk of accident in the workplace by identifying careless workers, by detecting the damage. AI reduce risk of accident in the workplace. It can replace tiresome tasks if the works are repetitive. We can use by using robot elbow, so it can replace tiresome tasks. Don't need break at work time, and not affected by hostile environments like pandemic, disease, something like that. So when it comes to the disadvantage, it can be very expensive and not able to work outside of what they are programmed to do. And the other is robots do not get better with experience, and unemployment also may rise. So the other is AI versus human intelligence. Is AI going to be a job killer? What's your idea? Please write your comment on the section below. AI versus human intelligence. If AI is not a killer of a job, AI is going to be a job enabler. It's a job enabler instead of a job killer. Okay? X4 Economics says that up to 20 million manufactured jobs worldwide will be lost to robots by 2030. But when you see the World Economic Forum report, automation will displace 75 million jobs but generate 133 million new ones worldwide by 2022. So it requires a new type of education for reinvention of skills. So AI should boost productivity and will not necessarily reduce total employment in the long run. Okay? So AI is not going to replace all jobs. According to the PwC report, AI will generate 133 million jobs while displacing 75 million jobs. Therefore, there are 58 million new jobs we will be creating in the future. Okay, according to the PwC report. So AI will create more than 7.2 million jobs in UK alone in the next 2 decades. So AI will not be job killer. According to the IBM research, AI will create far more jobs than it replaces. Okay? The answer is AI versus human mind. Do you think that's going to happen? War between artificial intelligence and human mind? If that happens, it will be the battle of the century, right? If that war happens, nobody knows. But if the war happens, it will be the battle of the century. If the war happens, who do you think the winner? Who will be the winner? Please write your comment in the comment section below. They can be friends because AI is a tool that can control and direct by humans, right? It's better to be friends and work with them together. That's important thing. So as a conclusion, AI will change civil engineering and every designing field drastically. The designing technique and methods that we know today will no longer be used in a few decades. So AI technology will change with each passing day, so it has imaginable potential in every field in civil engineering field. We'll have a broad prospect. So AI can help inexperienced users solve engineering problems, can also help experienced users to improve the work efficiency, and the teams for the AI technology to share the experience of each member. So if you have an experienced worker in your site, AI can help solve the engineering problems. If you have also experienced user, AI can improve the work efficiency and in the team through the AI technology to share the experience of each member. These are the references that I use. Just thank you for your attention. That's all. If you have any question, comment, or suggestion, you are welcome. You can write in the comment section below. I will reply.